been interesting. Looking back from a little girl. It's been a spiritual quest the whole time, really. With a few bumps, which all life. This earth is an experience. We're here to experience, to live life, but a dream. But I remember as a teenager. I remember a teenager. I tried to grow some dreadlocks. My mom tried to cut them off. I ran out the apartment, down the block. She chased me. Oh, that was funny. Oh my God, my whole life. But anyway, I got involved with B'nai Zaken, Sons of the Ancient Israelite, at an early age. Okay, it's time for Mama Dia to get in. I can't take a full picture of myself, but here you go. Family's frequency. And look at the frequency I'm on, you guys.
I don't care what disease you have, whether it's HIV, herpes, soon as you touch the earth, soon as you eat from the earth, soon as you live in harmony with the earth and get rid of them people that you stressing out, arguing with. Soon you decide to live and be in harmony with the universe.
I know, like for older people, it might seem hard to, leave their family, or some might have on their minds about, sickness, heart problem, high blood pressure, things like that, getting to the doctor, things like that, Welcome to the room, Barry. Yes, and one thing from my experience, I had heart failure years ago, and I had been taking pills for that. But the thing about moving, you're gonna heal your DNA. If you get closer to the tropics to get that direct sun, it will help you heal, and it will heal you. Naturally, there's a fear, especially if you're going somewhere you've never been before, or you don't have any family there. This might be something on your mind as well. And people who are retired or maybe living on a fixed income, just want to let you know that your income will will go longer here, because it's reasonable to live here. Rent isn't expensive, and my suggestion is that you hook up with someone else. If you are an older person, and you feel that you don't think you could leave your family or something like that, if you're vibrating to this frequency, your heart is in your DNA to leave, to do the right thing, to get on the right path and do what is right. You are going to heal yourself. I've been here 2 months and a week. And when I first came, I took like half of my medicine, half of the pills, and I skipped days, a couple of days at a time, and take half. And then like in 2 weeks, I wasn't taking any. And it's been 3 months now, and I haven't had any effects, Before I did that when I lived in America, and oh my goodness, it took 3 weeks, and I couldn't even hardly walk a block. That's how bad that was. But evidently, my body has been healing, and it's been 3 months. And I just wanted to share that, for those who might be ill or worried about making that transition, to the tropics. All you have to do is to have direct deposit. You can use your debit card here and to get money, to pay for your housing, food, and things like that, If you worried about leaving your family, well, you can't be afraid. when you're on the righteous path, when you want to do what's right, you have to put trust, faith in the universe to take care of you, and it will. But you have to have faith.
One morning we woke up and Mama Dia didn't wake up with us, and it was a shock on us. We took her to the hospital. The hospital took her to the coroner, took her to the coroner, and then, it was a lot of paperwork involved, and we had to call her biological family, which was in Honduras and other places around the world. We was getting in touch with everybody. This is why we wanted to make sure that everything happened, and we contacted all of her biological family and honoring her, making sure that her body was sent to them. If they wanted it, her body is being shipped to Honduras. So that's what we were going through, and it was a big shock on the family. It was like, whoa, out of nowhere. The last thing we was thinking of doing is get on social media. They knew what was going on, and they informed us that they understood that she had heart condition for 30 years. And with taking that heart medicine, it probably messed up her heart in a way where it was irreversible. So she went to sleep and went into her next reality and transition. How beautiful is that? With a smile on her face. Pray that you be able to leave that way. She was happy. It's unfortunate that it happened in our camp. Most people would love to blame that on me, and I understand it. But like we said, we were doing everything that was supposed to be done. We got the autopsy. She had a heart condition, and it was irreversible. She had it for 30 plus years. Now, if you know about heart medicine, then you know that heart medicine destroys the heart and its arteries and all of that. And if it was the B6 diet, then a lot of people be dropping dead here. And it just would be, it wouldn't be, it's too many people on the B6 diet. You can't say it was a diet. You can't blame it on us. Babylon will tell you this person died, and then you'll cry, oh my God, they died. And then what? That is not honor. Honor is when you hold the creed and what that person stood for every day. We are Mama Dia. We honor Mama Dia. Honor, to hold to esteem. Who is Mama Dia? Christ conscious. The Christ conscious is here. What she stood for. So many people want to care once they're not there. Ain't that crazy? You're nobody till something happens to you, till you're no longer there. But when she was here, no one worried. Life, she knows what she want to do. She can't be manipulated. This woman is a grown-ass woman. And I say that in the sense that she was doing what she wanted to do. Let's get, because now y'all can't do it, because this is a 60-something-year-old woman that decided on what she was going to do with her life. I didn't know about no heart issues at all. When she got here, people told me she had pills. She not taking her pills. And because when people come here, sometimes back then, it was like people would come to me and they would have their own issues going on. I didn't know what was going on with people. I heard she taking pills. And she is like, I don't like taking these pills. They make me feel sleepy. I want to be able to go out into the sunlight. I want to be able to go, and they make me feel drowsy. And so when she said that, this is a 63-year-old woman, 60-something-year-old woman telling us that she don't want to take those pills because they make her feel drowsy. Then she don't want to take them. She's good. She know what she got going on. We don't know. We just met this lady. She got a bag. She got her stuff in there. We like, oh, okay, cool. So we just continue to go as we go. So this is a grown woman. I want you to understand that she's 60-something years old. She's like our mom. She said she didn't want to take that meds. That it made her feel drowsy. It made her feel like lethargic. She didn't want to take it. She'd had this heart condition, she said, for 30 years. I said, okay, this lady knows what's going on. I got other things I'm thinking about in the camp. So let that be known as far as what the truth is. Okay? So this woman she made her own decisions, point blank period. Ain't nobody manipulate her or make her. This is a 63-year-old woman. Now I can see how you can say these young people, we can make them victims. We can say, oh, they don't know any better. They're not making their own minds up. You're manipulating them. They're just going on what you said. Okay, I can see that, but a 63-year-old woman knows that's been around for a minute. She knows exactly what she's doing. And so I didn't get her business.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this at this time. When she did die, what did you all do with her body?
we called we took her to the hospital because we live in Mexico. We in the bush. We live in Mexico. So we took the body out of the tent. We put it in our van because we couldn't call up ambulance because they were protesting on the streets. We took her to the hospital. The hospital would not take the body. So what we did, we took her to the coroner. They said, take her to the coroner. We took the body to the coroner. The coroner did an exam. He said it was the heart. They put the paperwork in. Then we contacted her family immediately, letting them know like what's going on, what happened. Her said, all right, cool, we're gonna come get the body. I said, I bet. So they came to the coroner, they got the body and flew the body back to Honduras to have a funeral. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so when you went to the coroner, was that who gave you the death certificate? And if so, do you still have the death certificate that you I showed on video of you showing?
It's been a minute ago. We don't have. It was Rambo. Rambo and Key went there. Rambo and Key, they went to.
Okay, they went there, but I showed a video on my live in front of about 1,000 guests, and they seen you in possession of this death certificate. So I want to ask you.
I had a copy of the death certificate back then. Not the death certificate back then.
So you had did you have a copy or an original? And if so, why were copies made?
Well, I think it was the. I don't really know. I know there's the paperwork from the coroner. You gotta understand, it's been years ago. So I'm like, I have so much happen to me, and I'm focused on so many things that.
Okay, so you did make a copy. So you did make a copy of the death certificate.
No, it was the original. I believe it was original because I don't got a way to make a copy. There's no ways to make a copy at all because at the end of the day, we in the jungle. We was in the jungle, so there was no way to make a copy. So either way.
But you also had a MacBook. But you also had a Mac desktop, if I'm not mistaken, so you could easily make a
lady. When they fly the body off, they flew it from the coroner. They know what happened to her. Yo, her family knows what happened.
Hold on.
She died at night. It was like she died throughout the night. So I guess she died in her sleep. They said it was like a mini like a heart attack. On the paper when to go get a autopsy. So by the time we seen her or we saw her, she was already, the blood had already filled out into the capillaries and she was already gone. So we called the ambulance, we get her to the autopsy room. It was like, it's nothing that we can do other than get this process going. So me and Rambo was the ones that was out with her at the time. True was there too when we went to go take her to the autopsy place. So, but True left. Well, we first went to go take her. They said we had to take her back because there's nothing that they can do. So then we took her to the autopsy place next. So then it was just me and Rambo. Officially, it was me, Rambo, and True at first. Because they said there's nothing they can do because she's already gone. So it's like, there's nothing we can do. You got to take her to get an autopsy. And, we went to this little spot to get an autopsy stuff. So we contacted the police. We give them, it's me and Rambo now. So we give them her wallet, her passport, and some paperwork that she had. We gave it over to the cops or the police when we went to the police station after they did the autopsy, and they took it from there. We tried to contact her family. First, it was me and Rambo contacting her. We was like, all right, we're going to try to get this done. We went to the autopsy. They was like, her uncle or somebody already had it taken care of. It's like her family already got it taken care of. Don't worry about it. All right, cool. We did. So what happened was she was I think it was her daughter, I want to say, was talking to Nature Boy specifically. So nobody there was a part of that conversation. So that conversation went left from what I know. After something happens, it's a stage. We got to go talk about it before they get a hold of it. So I didn't know the facts of it, like as far as her being on the medication and stuff like that. That was a conversation that she was having personally with Nature Boy. So not many people knew about it unless she was talking about it on the live or something like that. Nobody knew the ins and outs of it because she went to him personally to get there and personally to talk to all the time. And from what I heard, she was having pains prior to it happening. And she said she complained about her leg, something like leg pain or something. And the next day or the next couple of days after that, she was gone. So I don't know exactly what he said to her personally, but it wasn't anything to be urgent that we would get her help. you know, it was just kind of like, I didn't know about it until later. Somebody else told me the story about what happened, about her going to him and telling her about the leg pain or whatever was going on. I didn't know about that until like after we left type shit. That's the truth behind it. Everybody was just looking in shock. Somebody was like, yo, where Mama D at? And it was like, go check on Mama D. And that's when Natural and I can't remember who went with them. Went to go check on it. And they came back. It was like, she ain't looking too good. I was like, what you mean? So everybody walked outside, and as we walked in, everybody just was standing around the tent. So I unzipped it, see what was going on. I looked in there. She's laying there. I hop in, go check everything, and I'm like, and that's how that went.
Body, you know, I was there. The eye is the lamp. If the eye is healthy, then the whole body will be full of light. Your heart is so pure. You're so real right here. You cannot be lied to because you're the truth. Your heart is pure. You're real. You can't even be fake. You can't even be phony. You can't even lie. When you see your birth chart, you see all those lines bending from this angle, and you like, man, this is my chart? Yeah, that's the way your mind is bending light to itself. That will let you know your perspective on things. If your heart is pure, it is bending light in a way that allows you to see things what they truly are. So a lot of you are, like the Bible speaks about you. In Matthew 13, it says the prophet of Isaiah is upon you. You will be ever hearing, but never perceiving. Ever seeing, but never really understanding.